so I better do some remembering. I try to recall any of the words she lobbed at me over the last 5 minutes, but I come up blank. My mind was elsewhere. There's a hint of concern in her face, and she keeps petting her frizzy blonde hair, waiting for a response. When I don't give her one, she rolls her eyes, and her face turns a light shade of pink. I've got to be honest with her about this weekend. And quick. I was asking you why your dad's been so weird, she says. I guess I'll do the whole story again. Your dad and I were cutting grass at the same time yesterday. Side note, how do you get out of mowing the grass as a weekly chore? It seems unfair. Anyway, so we're cutting the grass, and he stops his riding mower out back where our yards meet. Then he just thanks me. Out of nowhere. For what? I laugh. Did he thank you for accidentally leaving that strip of grass between our driveways uncut like you do every week? Once you get past the first cornfield, the McDonald's, the soy fields, 2 gas stations, and the second and third cornfields, you'll get to a strip of houses that are a lot closer together. We call it downtown Barton Springs. And that's where me and Jenna live, side-by-side neighbors since we were toddlers. Calling it downtown always feels like a joke, though. It's just a strip of houses flanked by, you guessed it, cornfields. We're on Main Street, the only street that cuts straight through our village. You're not funny, she says. But wait, I actually want to know why you don't have to cut the grass. You have a riding mower. You have no excuse. I have grass allergies, I say, but I'm interrupted by her scoffing. Fine! I just really hate cutting the grass. Dad makes me do all the laundry every week, and in return, he doesn't make me do outside chores. Anyway, what did he say? Being neighbors forever, it's not weird for our families to say hello from time to time, even if that hello devolves into a 20-minute conversation outside where you start catching up about family, friends, church, weather, and pretty much anything else until one of you says, well, I'll let you go, country code for, okay, bye. He just thanked me for being your friend. So I got all awkward and was like, well, of course I'm Jake's friend. He has a Nintendo Switch and I don't. Then I had to explain the concept of jokes to your dad. All in all, it was not a great time. Oh, well, I say. Here we go. Maybe by talking about it I can figure out how I really feel about it. Turning to Jenna, I lower my voice. I kind of, maybe, came out to them on Saturday. You what? Is that why you were MIA all weekend? We've been planning this for months, and you didn't tell me it was happening? I could have been ready with tissues or ice cream or fireworks or whatever the occasion called for. How did it go? Are you okay? We'd run through dozens of scenarios on how I'd do it. It's kind of been our favorite bus activity lately, but I've always been too cowardly to go through with it. See, I'm out to a whole list of people my age, and they've all been really cool about it. But each time, I felt like I was practicing for this one ultra-scary moment. Telling my family. I'd always said I'd tell Mom and Dad whenever it felt right. We'd sit down, I'd confidently break the news to them, and then we'd all hug it out. But months went by, and it never felt right. It was easy telling Jenna, sure, but telling my family? I wondered if I'd ever feel ready for that. But I also knew I was running out of time. Word gets around quickly in this town, especially when half the school knows and your mom is the janitor. This didn't follow any of our plans, I say. Believe me, it just came up and I told them. But it went well, I think. My stomach clenches to stop all the uncomfortable feelings rattling around in there. I still feel a little weird about it, though. Jenna grabs my hand, and the butterflies in my chest settle, if only for a bit. She's a first-class weirdo.